Okay, let's begin. Tripura Rahasya. We have learned a lot about goddess Tripura. So far, she's also known as Lalitambika, Maa Lalita. She is the sister of Krishna. And what we are learning in this book, through this book, is her different incarnations, her different prayers. Last time, we learned about how Kaam means Cupid. Cupid is the son of Lakshmi ji, Devi Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi, mental incarnation. And Kaam wants to fight with Lord Shiva. And Kaam is just like us. We are like, sometimes we behave like Kaam, the name of the boy is Kaam, okay? The name of the boy is Kaam, Kamdev or Cupid. In English, they call Cupid, but we call it Kaam. So I'll keep it as Kaam only. Kaam is like always like a small kid, okay? And we are all like small kids in spiritual journey. Kaam wants to fight Shiva. It means something somewhat like us. Out of ignorance, we behave childish. And we go against God. No matter what, no matter people tell us, no, this is not right, you should behave rightly. But no, we don't want to hear. We want to behave whatever we think is the right thing. So Kaam is like us. He wants to fight Lord Shiva. Why? Because Lord Shiva supported his enemy. So Kaam is very angry on it. He does not understand how Shiva is. So we heard that story. Now we are going to go ahead. He goes to Lakshmi ji, his mother, and he says, Ma, please tell me, I want to win against Shiva. What should I do? And his mother says, see, if you want to win against Shiva, I will give you one stotra. And you should chant this stotra. And with this stotra, if Maa Tripura, higher than Shiva is Maa Tripura, I should not say higher than Shiva, because that will again, make your thinking in a different way. It's not about higher than Shiva. Maa Tripura and Shiva, they are together always. It's like husband, wife. They're always together. But sometimes, or most of the times, the husband has to listen to the wife if the wife says something. So that is called love. It doesn't mean somebody is higher or somebody is lower. It is called love. You listen to the person whom you love. So Shiva and Tripura, they show us this loving relationship. Sometimes you will see Maa listen to Shiva. Sometimes Shiva is listening to Maa. And sometimes there is anger between them. Sometimes they fight also, just like normal people like us. So all these stories which are told to us is to help us relate that God, yes, he is beyond all this. They're different, yes. But they do all this role just like us. We may fight with our family members. But if the basis, if the foundation is love, then all those fights are petty. Is it not? But if the foundation of love is not there, then no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to hold that relationship. There are differences of opinions. But if the foundation is love, then it's all good. So Lakshmi ji tells Cupid, I will give you Tripura's mantra. You pray that. You follow that. And if Tripura is happy, then you'll be able to defeat Shiva. Because Shiva will not go against Tripura's wish at all. And Kaam is just like us, small, ignorant child. Kaam said, yes, I will do that. So Lakshmi ji gives him 108 names of Tripura, and Kamdev goes at one place and he sits and meditates and repeats those 108 names, and that is known as Saubhagya Ashtottar Strotra. It's a very, very beautiful stotra, 108 names of Maa Tripura, and Kaam goes at one cave and he meditates for a long time, and then one day he's so deeply engrossed in meditation. At that time, he sees Maa Tripura has appeared. But he is deep in his meditation. And he opens his eyes and he sees Maa. But he is still not able to understand that, well, what I'm seeing outside, is it really the truth? But Maa is there in front of him. So Maa says, now here, when Maa comes, he did the 108 names, and then it says, Abharcha Tripuramba Mahavibhava Vistarai Ashtottar Satam Nam Jajapa Paribhaktatah Namashtaka Shataka Vrittim Pratyam Tasya Kurvatah Dhyanat Parichatasya Prasanna Shri Parambika Tripura was happy on him, and then she appeared in the form of Lakshmi only. Because Kaam is a small kid. So he is worshipping the divine mother, divine goddess's mother. So divine mother, Tripura, she appeared in front of Kaam as his own mother, Lakshmi. And then she said, oh my dear child, you are chanting this 108 names. It is very good. But along with 108 names, if you can also do the Sri Vidya sadhana, it will be really very helpful for you. And at that moment, Divine Mother Tripura, Lalita Ambika, Divine Mother Lalita, her name is Lalita and Tripura, both names are there. So Divine Mother Lalita gave him the greatest mantra, which is called as Panchdashakshari. That is the 15-syllable mantra to Kaam. As he said, along with the Ashtottar that you are doing, along with the 108 names that you are chanting, you must also do this Sri Vidya sadhana. You must also chant this big mantra of 15 syllables. Kaam heard all this, and after that, mother disappeared. Kaam was in a state of doubt whether I saw something real, was it something unreal. Then he went back to his mother, and then he asked his mother Lakshmi that I saw all these things. What do I do now? Do you think it is right? And Lakshmi is very happy. Lakshmi is right. Lakshmi is like, my son, you have no idea what happened. You really got blessings from Tripura. She herself came and gave you the 15 syllable mantra. You are the most fortunate person. Your prayers have been answered. Lakshmi is very happy, and he says, and she says, you should not doubt. Go and start doing the Sri Vidya sadhana. Cupid goes again and gets into the Sri Vidya sadhana. Now he is chanting the Ashtottar names, the 108 names, and now he is chanting the 15-syllable mantra also. When he continued like this, Maa Tripura Bhagavati again appeared. This time when Tripura Bhagavati appeared, Kaam was sure, okay, this is Maa, this is Tripura, this is the Divine Mother whom I am praying. And Maa Tripura asks, Kaam, you are praying so sincerely, I am very happy. What do you want now? He does not know what to say. Looking at mother, he forgets everything. Is it not this is how it is going to happen, right? We always are looking for, oh, when will mother come? When will mother come? When will I see her? When will Divine Mother come? And when Divine Mother comes, you are speechless. So Kaam is just like us. The story is very much reflecting our nature. Kaam had the biggest desire of defeating Lord Shiva. We have small desires. And somebody tells us, do Sri Vidya, do Ashtottar Satnam, your desire will be fulfilled. We are doing that. So Kaam sincerely did that. Kaam went with a desire in his mind, and he started praying. And with his prayer, he was so sincere. His meditation went on so deep and deep and deep inside that he actually is seeing Goddess in front of him. It gives us a hope. We may have so many desires. We will go to Goddess to ask God, fulfill our desires. But it also gives us a hope. One day, when we see Maa, our situation will be just like Kaam. Kaam forgot now. Kaam looks at Maa and says, Maa, I do not know what to ask. I don't even want to ask anything from you. After seeing you, how can anybody ask anything? If I ask something from you right now, people will talk bad about me. What will they think? I got you. You are the wish-fulfilling desire tree. You are Kalp vriksh. Kalpa vriksha is a heavenly tree. If you sit in front of Kalpa vriksha and if you ask anything, it can give you anything that you ask. So there was a man, he was sleeping below a Kalpa vriksha. He got up and the Kalpa vriksha said, I am Kalpa vriksha. You want to ask something from me? I can give you anything. This man was so much in tension. He says, yeah, I have a lot of things to ask. But at this moment, please, can you just give me one fistful of garbanzo beans? Kalpa vriksha is thinking garbanzo beans. Kalpa vriksha can give you luxuries of heaven. You stand in front of Kalpa vriksha and say, just give me garbanzo beans. Do you realize how stupid that is? Because this person is not able to think anything big. He just wants one fistful of garbanzo beans so that he can throw it in his farm and he can get more garbanzo. That's all. His requirement was that. That's it. So he stands in front of Kalpa vriksha and just asks garbanzo beans. Whereas the Kalpa vriksha can give him all the luxuries. He doesn't even have to struggle anymore. But he's not knowing. So that is how mother is. We go with small, small things. Ma, give me this, give me that. Ma is a wish-fulfilling desire tree. She can give anything. Kaam is just like us, like a kid. He went, I want to destroy. I want to fight with Shiva. He goes with that desire. And Ma comes in front of him. And now he's forgotten. He's like, I don't want to ask anything. I don't know. Please, I'll be so kiddish if I ask you anything, Ma. I'm sorry. I even came to pray like this. Now he's regretting. He's like, I don't want to ask anything from you. I only like you very much. So Ma is standing there in front of him. And how is Ma looking? I'll just read some slokas and I will describe that. Drishtvavam Tripura Devim Kuruvinda Samaprabham Mani Praveka Pratyupta Charukotir Shobhitam Kotir Pranta Vilasadwala Piyusha Diditam Lalantika Ratna Kanti Sindura Dviguna Arunam. So small little kid, 5-year-old Kaam is standing and in front of Ma is standing. And how is Ma? Here it says, she is reddish, shining bright, luminous, but red luminosity. And she's wearing a beautiful crown. And in that crown, there are all red rubies. So the crown is studded with red rubies. And she has beautiful eyes like lotuses. She has beautiful nose like a small jasmine bird. In that beautiful nose, she's wearing a nose ring. And that nose ring has a small pearl, which is shining bright. And because mother is all pinkish and reddish, the nose pearl is also shining bright, pinkish and reddish. And from the nose, the pearl, the shine is such, light is coming and the light is going all on her cheeks. And her cheeks are also reddish. And mother is smiling. And mother's teeth are beautiful, like white flowers, jasmine flowers. She's wearing a sari and a blouse, which is reddish and saffronish, both color mix, reddish, saffron color mix sari she's wearing. She has beautiful limbs, and in her fingers, she's wearing a lot of rings, finger rings. She's wearing a beautiful necklace studded with a ruby pendant. She's wearing a garland of red flowers. Near her navel, there are 3 lines. Her stomach has 3 lines. And her navel is so beautiful. And from the navel, there's a small line of hair that is going upwards. On her waist, she's wearing a waist ornament, which has some tinkling bells. In her hand, she has the noose. She has a gourd. She has a flower. She has flowers. She has an arrow. She has a lotus, as well as she has a bow. Then the meditation goes on her feet. So near her ankles, she's wearing a beautiful anklet. In that anklet, there are many gems which are studded and small little tinkling bells. And in her fingers, she's wearing beautiful rings. Her entire body, so this was just a form, but not only the form we meditate on the entire body. It also gives out a lot of fragrance. So her body is very fragrant. So what kind of fragrance is coming from her body? The fragrance of saffron mixed with some sandalwood. So mixed with some flower essence. Flowers like malti, flowers like champa, their essence mixed with saffron, mixed with sandalwood, all of this, is coming out of her. This kind of fragrance is coming out of her body. And not only that, she's wearing in her hair, she's wearing beautiful mogra flowers. Again, these are different type of Indian jasmine. So when you are seeing Divine Mother, she is smelling so good, she's looking so good, and she's all decorated with all these beautiful flowers and reddish in color. And then Lakshmi ji is standing on one side and Saraswati ji is standing on one side, and they are fanning her. Kaam looks at Maa. So this is how the dhyan has to be, okay? Whenever we are doing dhyan of Bhagwan, it should not be a mindless dhyan. Dhyan means concentration. It should never be mindless. When we see gods like this. This is how you have to practice your mind. So far in your life, you have only been chanting mindless mantras, mindless slokas, not even knowing the meaning. But now when you know the meaning, you close your eyes. You see Maa Tripura Sundari. Tripura Sundari is not just one picture. Tripura Sundari is alive. Tripura Sundari is smelling so good. If you look at her flowers, the flowers are real. The flowers are smelling. You feel the smell. If you look at her teeth, she's smiling. You see that white luminous teeth. If you look at her nose, you see the little nose ring, and you see the hair, the breath coming out of the nose. And when the nose ring is going here and there, you can see the lights coming and going on her cheeks. Her eyes are beautiful, moving constantly like big eyes, like lotuses. Such a beautiful mother is standing in front of Kamdev. Kamdev is just 5-year-old kid. Kamdev is just like us, full of desires. We are standing in front of mother, and mother is there. That's how we meditate. And mother is so kind when she speaks, as if nectar is pouring out. That's how we make a relation with mother. Let your prayers never be mindless. You by-hearted something, you prayed something. She's not sitting for that. Even if 5 minutes, if you can sit like this and meditate, seeing Goddess in your heart, just like this, the way I explained. If you look at her feet in your heart, reddish feet, anklets, bells, rings, decorated with the lac, red color, or decorated with henna. You can feel the border of the sari that she's wearing, decorated with many gems. That's how you feel. You touch her feet, the chillness of her feet, lotus feet, so smooth. You don't feel any bones there. That's how, if you touch her hand, she's your mother. You can touch her, okay? I mean, it'll make it very... When you go to the temple, sometimes the temple people won't allow you to go and touch the murti. But here, she's your mother. She's inside you. You can touch her. You are her own child. You are Kamdev. Lakshmi ji created Kaam. Lakshmi means Rajogun, mode of passion. We are all children of mode of passion. We are all created like that. But Kamdev, Lakshmiji guided. Go and pray to Maa Tripura. Similarly, we get guidance. Go and pray to Maa Tripura. But the prayer that you have to do is just like what Kamdev did. You will see Mother right in your heart, nowhere else. Feel her and get drowned in her. At that moment, when you start feeling her, there will be nothing to talk. There will be nothing to ask. Your mind will be at the highest peace. Just you and her. What else you want? You will forget the world tensions for which you had come to pray even. You came with some desire. But the day you pray like this, all your desires will be gone. You will be assured that Ma is taking care of everything. You'll be happy. No more tensions, no more stress. That's how you have to live. So after looking at Ma, Kamdev becomes happy and he starts praying. And I'm going to read the prayer of Kamdev. This is a very, very famous prayer of Kamdev. Just 9 lines. Kaliye karuna pangi karanamurtyaika karani bhutam kameshwarim na hitar devam kanchit kadachit abhiyache paramam tamang ankush pasha prasuna chapakaram alamalanatturamba charanan anyena devata akhyena. Kamdev started looking at Ma and he's fully shivering, shaking. He's getting goosebumps and tears rolling down from his eyes. And he fell down. Then Mother took care of him and she made him stand again. And he said, "Oh, my dear Kaam, I've come to fulfill your desire. Don't fear. I'm here. I'm really near you. I'm in front of you. Really. Calm down." And then he started saying, "Oh, Ma, forgive me, forgive me. You are so compassionate. You are the reason of everything. I cannot go and pray to anybody else other than you. You are my only everything. I won't go to any devata." Kaam is saying, teaching us. Kaam was born to fulfill the desire of the devatas. He says, I'm not going to go and ask the devatas. They look at me. "Oh, Ma, my only everything is just you. I only want to see you. I want to only pray you. You are the greatest bestower of things. If somebody goes to any other devata," Kaam says, if somebody else goes to any other devata other than Maa Tripura, they are completely misguided. They do not know. They are unaware. Those who come and take the shelter of Maa Tripura, they are the greatest fortunate souls. And this, I am so fortunate today, O Ma, that you are standing in front of me. I am surrendering myself unto you. These lotus feet, for which even Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh are always looking forward to serve. O Ma, I surrender myself unto that lotus feet. This lotus feet that is served by Lord Shiva. I want this lotus feet always inside my heart. Lotus feet of Maa Tripura. I bow to you again and again. I have nobody else other than you. O Ma, please, forever, forever, forever reside in my heart. Let your lotus feet forever be engraved in my heart. O Ma, I do not desire anything else. Let my devotion go nowhere else. This is what is my desire. I believe whatever I desire, I can achieve just by worshipping your lotus feet. You are all-knowing. You know everything. You know my heart's desire. I have nothing else to speak. In saying so, Kamdev just, he was so overwhelmed in ecstasy and feelings and emotions. He could not stand even one more second. He just fell down again at Maa's feet. Maa was very happy, and Maa said in a very sweet, melodious voice, "Oh, my son, get up. I love you very much. I'm very happy. I can give you anything that seems impossible. But there is nothing called impossible for me. So I will definitely give you." Kaam says, "Ma, but I have to tell you one more thing. I know I came here asking that I want to fight against Lord Shiva, but that was my tamoguna. That was my rajoguna. I was under the effect of those two. But after looking at you, my rajoguna and my tamoguna is also gone. I have realized my true self, my Atma Shakti. So, and somebody who receives this nectar from your lotus feet, how can they go back to Rajogun and Tamogun? It is not possible. So I don't desire anything anymore. I only desire you. Whatever you give me, I will definitely accept it." So when he is speaking so nicely and opening his heart to Ma, Ma was even more happier. And Ma says, "Oh, my dear child, there is nothing left in this world which you cannot achieve. You can achieve everything. Those who know me, they know everything. For them, even the position of Brahma is just like a blade of grass. So I know you came here because you wanted to go beyond Maheshwar, but now you have realized, I understand. So those who realize me, those who know me, for them, there is no desire left. They are not even thinking of getting Brahma's position. I understand that. But still you came with some desire. So I am blessing you that you will always be victorious. It will be very difficult for anyone to win against you. Take my bow and archer." So bow and arrow. So she, Ma removed her bow and arrow and gave it to Cupid and said, "Kaam, take this bow and arrow. This will be your weapon, not seen to anybody. And you will win everywhere. You will never be, it will never happen that you will get defeated. So take this and you will get all the fortunes. Just by looking at you, people will lose their patience. And you are my greatest devotee. And you are my foremost superior devotee. And the Vidya that I gave you will also be known as Kama Vidya. It will be known by your name." So that is where Cupid or Kaam got his power. We are all powerless in front of Cupid. It's very difficult to defeat Kaam. Very, very difficult to defeat Kaam. So how can you defeat Kaam? But is there no way? Yes, there is a way. If you are worshipping Maa Tripura, Kaam, they will not bother you. If you are not worshipping Maa Tripura, you cannot defeat Kaam. Kaam means Cupid. Kaam means endless desires. Somebody sees a guy and then, you just fall in love with that guy and now you want the guy, and if you don't get the guy, you're so sad. This is all the work of Kaam, Cupid. You're going on a nice drive to some mountain, and there you see some billboard, "Welcome to our resort. You'll get this and this and this." And then you come home and you are not thinking of going to the resort. You want the resort. Endless desires. Who does it? Kaam. When he does it, how he does it, nobody knows. It just happens. Kaam means desires. So it is very difficult to defeat Kaam. But Ma says, you are the biggest example. If somebody comes to me, Kaam they will not disturb. So the easiest way to become friendly or pally, let Kaam be on your side now. So the easiest way to become pally with Kaam is to pray to Maa Tripura Sundari. He is on the side of Devatas. Why? Devatas are always praying to Tripura Sundari. So those who pray to Maa Goddess, Kaam will not disturb. This is the moral of the story. So here Kaam has got his Cupid. The Cupid has got his bow and arrow. Who gave that? Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari gave that bow and arrow. And that's how he is. He's got his powers. Maa then said, "O Kamdev, this prayer that you did, this 9 stanzas, this stuti, if somebody does this stuti, this prayer, and if somebody does the Ashtottar Naam, the 108 names, which was given by your mother, if somebody does that, I will be very, very pleased on those people, on those devotees who pray these things together." So this stuti's name is Saubhagya Navratna. So Saubhagya Navratna and Saubhagya Ashtottar Strotra, these are 2 things which has been specially blessed by Maa Tripura. And Maa Tripura says, if anybody does this part means recites this, I will be always happy on them. And by regularly reciting these stotras, these prayers, students will get knowledge. Dhanarthi ko dhan milega means those who are desirous of wealth will get wealth. Those who are desirous of progeny, kids, they will get kids. Those who are desirous of good spouse will get good spouse. This is truth. Maa has specially blessed this. And this stotra, which Kamdev just said to Maa, and the 108 names, Maa says, these 2 stotras are more than enough to fulfill all your desires. Those who chant this, I'll be very happy on them. And saying this, Maa disappeared from there. So Parshuram and so this is being spoken by Dattatreya ji, right? Remember, Dattatreya ji is speaking to Parshuram and he told all this story. Then Parshuram looks at Dattatreya. Gurudev, these stories are so interesting, so nice. My heart wants more and more. You have already told about the Navratna Stotra, but can you please tell me about the Ashtottar Stotra, the 108 names which Lakshmi ji gave to Kaam? Bhagavan Dattatreya said, yes, I will tell you. So I'm going to recite the Ashtottar Stotra now. So there is a question Vishwas is asking. Okay. Saubhagya Navratna Stotra and Saubhagya Ashtottar Strotra. Can we recite? Yes, you can recite both. You must recite both. Okay. All right. So let me just do the Ashtottar Stotra. This Parshuram, he says, Dattatreya says, Parshuram, this Ashtottar Stotra comes in Sri Vidya. So when we talk about Sri Vidya is a common term, is a big one whole term which is given for different things. So it's a one big umbrella under which different things come. So in that big umbrella, which is called Sri Vidya, you will learn Lalita Sahasranam, you learn Lalita Trishati, you learn Kamdev Krit Saubhagya Stotra, you learn Saubhagya Ashtottar, you learn the Sri Chakras, you learn the worship of Sri Chakras, you learn the form of Maa, you learn the mantras. Mantras are also 3-4 levels depending on the different kula and depending on the guru, how he wants to train the students. So all these various things that you learn, it all comes inside Sri Vidya. So when we say what is Sri Vidya means the stotras, these prayers, this Tripura Rahasya, the stories, this Grantha, the recitation of this Purana. We are reading Tripura Rahasya, Brahmand Purana, recitation, all this will come under Sri Vidya. Also, the sadhana part. Sadhana part, there is two things, external worship, internal worship. All this comes under Sri Vidya. Understanding the elemental part, the tattvic part, that also comes under Sri Vidya. So Sri Vidya is a big umbrella inside which comes everything. It's like going to engineering college. You go to engineering college, you spend 4 years, In that engineering college, you are learning various subjects. You're doing engineering, but in that engineering, there are various subjects. Similarly, in Sri Vidya, there are various subjects. So in those subject matter, one of the subject is this. So you learn Ashtottar Stotra, you learn Navratna Stotra. Okay. So you can do anything, whichever is applicable to you. So I'm going to read the Ashtottar Stotra given by Lakshmi ji. Kameshwara Kama Shakti Kama Saubhagyadayini Kama Rupa Kama Kala Kamini Kamalasana Kamala Kalpana Hina Kamniya Kalavati Kamala Bharati Sevya Kalpita Shesha Sansruti Anuttara Anaghananta Adbhuta Rupa Analodbhava Atiloka Charitrati Sundaryati Shubhaprada Agyantrati Vistarar Archantushta Amit Prabha एक रूपैक वीरैक नाथैकांत अर्चन प्रिया एकैक भाव तुष्टैक करैक सेकांत जनप्रिया एधमान प्रभावैध भक्तपातक नाशिनी एलामोद मुखैनो अदृश क्रायु युध समस्थिति इहा शून्येप्सित इप्सिते शादी सेवेशान वरांगना ईश्वरा ज्ञापिके कार भावेप्सित फलप्रदा ईशानेति हरेक्षेक्षण शिक्षत अरुणाशीशेश्वरी ललिता ललना रूपा लयहीना लसत्तनु लय सर्वालय क्षोणिर लय कर्णी लयात्मिका लघिमा लघु मध्याढ्या ललमाना लघुद्रुता हयारुणा हतामित्रा हरकांत हरिस्तुता हयग्रीवेष्टदा हाला प्रिया हर्ष समुद्रता हर्षणा हलंका भांगी हस्त्यंतैश्वर्य दायिनी हलहस्तार्चित पदा हविदान प्रसादिनी राम रामार्चिता रागी रम्या रवमयी रतिः राक्षेणी रमणीरका रमणी मंडल प्रिया रक्षिता अखिल लोकेशा रक्षो गण निषूदिनी अंबांतकारिणं भोज प्रियांत भयंकरी अंबुरूपा अंबुजकरा अंबुजात वरप्रदा अंत पूजा प्रिया प्रियांत स्वरूपिण्यंतर वचोमयी अंतकाराति वामांक सिता अंत सुख रूपिणी सर्वज्ञा सर्वगा सारा समासम सुखासती संतति संतता सोमा सर्वा सांख्या सनातनी एतते कथितं राम नाम्नाष्टोत्तरं शतम् अति गोप्यमिदं नाम्ना सर्वथा सारमधृतम् एतस्य सदृशं स्तोत्रं त्रिषु लोकेषु दुर्लभम् अप्रकाश्यम् अभक्तानां पुरतो देवताद्विषाम् एतत् सदाशिवो नित्यं पठन्त्यै हरादयः एतत् प्रभावात् कंदर्पस्त्रैलोक्यं जयति क्षणात्. So this was the Ashtottar, Saubhagya Ashtottar Stotra given by Lakshmi ji to Kamdev, and by praying, by using this stotra, by praying sincerely to Maa Lalita appeared to Kamdev, and Maa Lalita gave the bow and the arrow to him. And because of this stotra, it says here, Etat prabhava kandarpas trailokyam jayati chanat. Because of the prabhav, because of the effect of this stotra, Cupid became so powerful in all the three worlds. This stotra, here it says, this stotra Sadashiva Nityam Pathanti. Even Lord Shiva is praying daily through this stotra. And all the devatas, Brahma, Vishnu, they also pray to Maa Tripura using this stotra. It goes on saying, those who are doing Sri Vidya, Upasana, if they do whatever prayers they are doing, okay, but if they are not doing this, then all the prayers are not much beneficial. So as Ma told, doing this along with your Sri Vidya, this will be the best way to practice. So there are many ways to practice, okay. So one is Lalita Sahasranam. Lalita Sahasranam is also stuti. Ma becomes happy by stuti, okay. So either practice Lalita Sahasranam. Trishati, Ma becomes happy with Trishati. Or if you have lack of time, then go to Saubhagya Ashtottar. And if you are not able to pray all of this, because Saubhagya Ashtottar is just very small, 108 names and very easy names. So it is easy for everyone all across. Lalita Sahasranam is sometimes very tough. I have seen Trishati, when I tell people to do that, they find it very difficult. Many of them, they're not able to say the names. But Ashtottar is so easy, simple names, 108 names, simple names. If somebody practices this every day, they are getting the benefit of Lalita Sahasranam as well and Trishati also as well. So you can do this one also. So this, and along with your regular chanting, mantras, whatever you're doing, you have to do. And here it says, if somebody chants it like 1,000 times, this same Ashtottar, he gets the same benefit as chanting the Lalita Sahasranam Stotra. So now the method has been given. If somebody chants it, this stotra for 1,008 times, if somebody is troubled by some enemies, okay, so if you want to get rid of those enemies, or if you want to get some solution from those enemies, you have to chant this stotra 1,008 times. So if somebody prays to Maa with this stotra 1,008 times, they will be blessed. And if somebody does homam, fire sacrifice, using red flowers, then they get hypnotic power. If somebody does havan, homam, fire sacrifice using white flowers, then they could do stambhan. Stambhan means stop things. Somebody does homam, sacrifice with blue flowers, they can do uchchatan. And somebody does homam with black pepper and cloves, etc., then their diseases will go away. So if somebody is being troubled by disease, some kind of disease, then they can try Saubhagya Ashtottar Strotra doing sacrifice, fire sacrifice, okay, homam, using this method. Somebody, if after praying this, if you feed young girls and married women, then definitely you will get a lot of blessings. Those who are praying this sincerely, and if they leave their body praying this sloka itself, they will go to Shripur. Shripur means the abode of Divine Mother, and they will live there forever. And those who are sincerely praying this, all their desires will be fulfilled. Such a blessing has been given by Maa Lalitambika. And this prayer is done by everybody, the denizens of and the celestial beings in heaven. They are also doing this prayer. Now, so the prayer was done. Parshuram is like, thank you, Gurudev. I like this prayer. And Gurudev is like, what else you want to know? Parshuram says, tell me the story of how, Lakshmi ji gave that curse, that Sati, that Gauri will burn one day in Daksha's, Gauri will burn. So tell me the story of Gauri's burning. How did she burn? And then what happened after she got burned? After she got burned, did she take rebirth again? What did happen? What happened after the burning of Gauri and post? So Dattatreya said, Parshuram, I have already told you about the burning. So she went to her father's place, and the father disrespected Shiva. And then she said, if you disrespect Shiva, your havan is your yajna will never become successful. And then she put herself in the fire and she was burned. After that, the story continues further. Parshuram, listen. So there is this person called Parvat, Himachal Parvat, okay? And Himachal was praying sincerely to Divine Mother for getting a child. One day, Naradji, the great celestial being, Naradji arrived at Himachal's place, at his palace, and he entered Narayana, Narayana. Himachal got up. He was so happy. Himachal's another name is Parvat, okay? So Himachal Parvat got up. He's very happy. Oh, Naradji, you have come. If some saint comes at a king's place, the king is very blessed. There must be some purpose of your coming. I feel very blessed. Tell me, how can I serve you? Naradji is like, I have nothing to ask, but I see you are glowing. And looks like there's a lot of blessing on you. Himachal says, Gurudev, maybe you are seeing good things in me. That is your nature. That's the nature of a good person, to see good things in others. But I am blessed. Really, I don't think so. I'm blessed because I don't have a child. In this world, if you don't have a child, then people think you're less fortunate. So right now I'm praying for a child. What do I do? You have any other remedy? Can you tell me? Naraji gets into meditation. He says, you got a mantra of Devi. Why don't you pray to Devi? Pray to her, and when Devi appears, you tell Devi to become your daughter. O Parvatraj, O King Parvat, in your horoscope, it doesn't seem like you're going to have a child. And not a boy, of course, not a boy. So the only solution that is left now is you pray to Maa Tripura, and Maa Tripura can bless you, and tell Maa Tripura to become your daughter. And then when she comes, you will enjoy fatherhood. So pray to Gauri. So then Parvatraj asks, Maharajji, who is Gauri? Can you please tell me the importance of Gauri, the story of Gauri? And then Narad goes on saying the whole story where how she went and she burnt herself in the father's place. And then she says, but I'll tell you one more story about Gauri. And this story is related to Tadkasur. So now we are on 27th chapter of Tripura Rahasya. Nagaraj Shru Katham Gauri Charita Sanyutam Pura Rathantare Kalpe Tarke Yo Mahasuraha Tapsato Shayamasa Mahadevam Trilochanam Varam Bahuvidam Trilabdham Babhade Atati Taram Jagat. Narad said, once upon a time, there was this demon called Tadkasur. Tarak had become very, very powerful. He had become so powerful that he created his own universe. And in his own universe, he created his own Brahma, his own Indra, his own Vishnu and everything. Now you may say, how is that possible? Only God can create a universe? No, it is possible. We are living in a world of metaverses, is it not? So many things are being created now. All those chat GPTs and everything. I know of a person I met. They are working on some project. Those projects can actually read your mind. You're thinking something, and whatever you're thinking can be projected in front of your laptop. So we are living in that world. We are going towards that thing, whatever is mentioned here. If somebody knows how to harness this 5 elements and their properties, they can create a lot of things. So this person had become so powerful that he created an alternate universe. And then he decided, he went to the other universe and he attacked Brahma, Vishnu and Indra and everybody. He wanted to capture them all. They all ran away from there thinking, oh my God, we can't fight Tadkasur. What do we do? So they were hiding, and Tadkasur thought, okay, they are hiding. That means they have already accepted defeat. So it's only me everywhere now. Then he came to know that Indra's wife Sachi is very beautiful. He said, I want to marry Indra's wife. And he sends his messenger to heaven with this message. So the messenger goes to Sachi and he said, oh Sachi, this is my message to you. Tadkasur wants to marry you. So get ready, I have come to take you. Sachi gets afraid. Tadkasur wants to get married to me. She's like, but she knows if she sends a message that no, if she sends any negative message, Tadkasur will get angry and he will attack the heavenly planets. So she thought, what do I do? How do I save myself? So she said, you know, messenger, why does your king want to marry me? I am just a lowly servant. I am just a lowly servant of Lakshmi ji. If he really wants to marry me, I'll give you a great suggestion. I cannot come like this. What if Lakshmi gets angry? Tell Tadkasur, go and, go and get Lakshmi. If he can get Lakshmi, we are all Lakshmi's servants. We will come behind Lakshmi and then Tadkasur can have me. So this is how she is trying to save herself. So the messenger goes Messenger goes and says, okay, okay, oh my king Tarak, this is the message she has given me. If you want to get Sachi, you have to go and attack Lakshmi. So catch hold of Lakshmi. Tadkasur, Lakshmi? Yeah, let's do that. Tadkasur again sends a messenger. Go and tell Lakshmi that she has to surrender. So the messenger goes to Vaikuntha. He goes to Rama Vaikuntha and he sees Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi ji calls, yes, what's the message? He says, my master, the great demon king, Tadkasur, has asked you to surrender yourself. All the gods are anyways, all the devatas are anyways hiding. So there is nobody to protect you. So if you do not surrender yourself, our king Tadkasur will attack on Rama Vaikuntha and Vaikuntha will be his. So the only easy way, if you want to avoid this war, Lakshmi ji, you surrender yourself. Lakshmi ji said, I will surrender to this Asur king. How dare you talk like that? You think I can surrender? Tell your Tadkasur to come and fight with me. If he really wants to win over me, he has to fight and show me his bravery. So the messenger goes, sir, this is the message. She wants to fight. Tadkasur says, okay, let's go and fight. Lakshmi ji is now, she started fighting and fighting and fighting. The fight went on for many years. Lakshmi ji thought this is not going to come to an end. Then she remembered Vishnu. Vishnu said, okay, I have to come out of hiding. Vishnu also came. Then Vishnu, Lakshmi and Tadkasur are fighting. But the fight goes on. He's not, every time he gets killed, he creates another. If somebody harms him, either Lakshmi or Vishnu, he creates another version of himself and that other version starts fighting. So Lakshmi and Vishnu gets confused. Who is the real version? Where is the real version? Now he created so many versions of himself that they got confused. Lakshmi and Vishnu, the war went on for a long time. Lakshmi and Vishnu thought, we are not going to win. So they just disappeared from there. Tadkasur now sends a message to Shachi that your Lakshmi and Vishnu, they have accepted defeat. Now you come. So the messenger goes, now Shachi is in tension. What do? I tried to save myself praying to Lakshmi ji and Lakshmi ji has disappeared. Vishnu ji has disappeared. Whom do I go and pray now? So when somebody is in distress, the only person you go is a guru. Shachi just runs to his guru's cottage. Brihaspati is like, what happened, Shachi? Gurudev, save me. Tadkasur has become so powerful. All the devatas are hiding. There's nobody to protect me. Now Tadkasur has sent a message. He wants to marry me. I thought Lakshmi ji will save me. Lakshmi is also hiding. Vishnu is also hiding. Where do I go? Gurudev, you are my only refuge. I have heard gurus can protect. Tell me, give me some remedy, what I should do. Brihaspati sits and meditates. And then after meditation, he comes out with a solution. He said, Sachi, Lakshmi or Vishnu or all these devatas, they get their energy from Maa Tripura. She created them. So the only good thing now is, instead of approaching all these Devi Devatas, you must approach Maa Tripura. Her another form is Gauri. So Maa Tripura's form Gauri will be able to save you. So pray to her, Gauri. And this is the Gauri Ashtottar Strotra I'm giving you. And he gave 108 names of Gauri to Indrani Sachi. Sachi took the mantras and then she decided she will pray. So the messenger came there. Again, messenger is like, are you coming with me or not? Make it quick because I'm waiting for you. She says, I will come, but give me like 28 days. I have to do, I know your king wants to marry me. I know your king wants me, but you know what? You should know I was the wife of Indra first, then becoming your king's wife is not good on me. So I want to purify myself. I want to do certain prayers. So till 28 days, you don't disturb me. After 28 days, this vrat will be done. This puja will be done. I will purify myself. And then I will come to you. Don't worry. So this way she bought time. So the messenger goes and tells Tadkasur she needs 28 days more. She's doing some puja to purify herself. When she'll be ready mentally, then she'll come by herself. This is what she has said. She's like, okay. After that, she got bought 28 days time, and then she started praying. She made a small murti of Gauri, and that murti had a mace, arrow, a sword, etc. in her hand, and the murti was sitting on a lion. So this kind of murti, she made it, and the murti was wearing a beautiful crown and, jewelry and ornaments, and she made the murti in front of her, and Shachi sat down in front of the murti, now praying. Guru Updishta Stotrena Namashta Shatkatmana Sutva Tadeka Chitta Bhutan Mantra Japa Tatpara Atha Suro Api Smitva Tam Sachi Kam Sharahat Dutena Sa Nirgatya Devalokya Samayayo. Sachi started praying the Guru mantras that she got, and then there, that guy is getting restless. So here the prayers are going on. It's almost 28 days, the last day was almost coming, and Maa is still not come. Maa is still not appeared to Sachi. And she's getting restless. And that king also got restless. He could not live at his place. He's thinking, oh, after 28 days, anyways, I'm going to get her. So what the king does, the Tadkasur, he starts walking from his place. He comes with all his cavalry, and then he goes to a place called Nandanvan. And there in Nandanvan, he's waiting. And when the days came near, the messenger was sent again. He came to Sachi. He's like, oh, almost the end, last day is coming. So you're ready, right? Our king is waiting for you in Nandanvan. She's like, yeah, I will come, don't worry. And she's afraid that only one day is left. If the last day also, if mother doesn't come, I will kill myself. I am not going to go to this king. I'll kill myself. So on the last day, she started meditating deeply. The messenger is standing outside. The king has also approached to the door, and they're waiting that she will just finish her prayer and then she'll come to the king. And here she's meditating. She ignited the fire and she's mentally prepared to immolate herself, and she wants to burn in the fire because she doesn't want to become the wife of this demon king. So the demon king is waiting. His messengers are waiting. His army is waiting that she'll just finish the prayer and come with a mala and give it to the king. But here, Indrani has made up her mind. She will burn herself today in front of everybody, and the story will be over. So she does the prayer. And while she was going to burn, she says, "Oh Devi, I prayed to you sincerely. I prayed to you to save me. But whatever it is, probably my prayer was not perfect. And this king is waiting for me. I don't think so. I'm going to make myself impure. So it is better for me to burn down. So I'm going to burn in your fire. Please accept my surrender. Please accept my prayer. I'm jumping." So when she was going to do this, suddenly there was a sound of thunderbolt. And with that sound, Divine Mother appeared. And she was sitting on a beautiful throne which had lion heads on it. Shachi saw, Shachi became very happy. Mother has appeared. And Tadkasur saw, this lady has come, somebody has come, and such a strong sound. Tadkasur also got ready. So Shachi is praying, and Tadkasur got his sword in the hand. And Tadkasur threw the sword on Divine Mother. When he threw the sword on Divine Mother, Divine Mother's lion, it jumped on the sword, and the sword was broken. And when Tadkasur attacked, looking at Tadkasur, Gauri Devi, who has appeared, became very angry, and her eyes was very red. And then she took her Trishul, another weapon. She took her Trishul, and then with the Trishul, she created an army of Devis. So all these Devis, they started fighting with Tadkasur's army. And the fight went on. But Tadkasur, he was very He was very magical. He realized that it is very difficult to fight this Devis. So what he did, he created one illusionary Shiva. When he created illusionary Shiva, all these Devis who are fighting, the Gauri is somewhere else, and these Devis who are fighting, they saw Shiva. They just got back. They said, we can't fight Shiva. This is an illusionary Shiva, but they are thinking this is a real Shiva. And then they got back and they went back to Gauri and said, sorry, we have to surrender because Shiva is on their side. We can't fight. Gauri said, how can Shiva be on their side? Tadkasur has created an imaginary, illusory Shiva. Don't worry, go and fight. So after this, everybody goes there, and then, the fight goes on and on and on. In the end, as we all know, Maa kills Tadkasur. The cavalry is all burnt. Everybody dies, and Shachi is saved. And then Shachi is praying to Maa that, thank you, Maa. I was really worried. I was so harassed by these people, but you came, and you are great. You are the one who helps those in distress. And saying so, Shachi was very happy. She prayed at Maa's feet, and Gauri was very happy too, looking at Shachi. And Gauri says, whatever you want, oh Shachi, ask, I will give you everything. And Shachi said that I prayed to you using this stuti given by my Guru. Just bless this stuti, just bless this prayer. Whoever prays, whoever will say this stuti, that all their distress will be gone. This is my desire. Please bless this stuti. The way you saved me, let people in the world also be saved by saying this stuti. So whatever that stuti is, that stuti we are going to hear tomorrow. Stuti means prayers. So those prayers of 108 names which Indrani did, we will listen in the next class. Okay, so we'll end up the class now. Let me see your comments. Okay, not much comment. Dear Ma, what is the difference between knowing Ma and worshipping Ma with LS and doing Sri Vidya? By doing Sri Vidya, does Ma consider you more serious devotee? Ma considers everybody their devotee. Ma does not consider anybody anything. You understand this? You become purer. You're getting it? You become purer. If you don't pray, you are far away from Ma. If you do, you are closer to Ma. So for your remembrance, this method is given. Ma is not looking at what you did and what you not did. If somebody is just sitting and thinking of Ma in their heart, their prayer is done. All these external methods are given to you so that the remembrance is there, so that you are connected with her. That's all. Lalita Sahasranam is not to me, Lalita Sahasranam, like 5 slokas I say of Lalita Sahasranam and I'm in a different state altogether. Sometimes I cannot even go 1,000. It's not possible. So, but this experience of getting into that zone came only because of the practice of over the years. So over the years, when you practice, you have trained your mind to be, peaceful during that time. And then slowly you start understanding the meanings of that. And then every word will, give you another meaning. So with that meaning, when you're sitting, one name, just saying Shri Matre Namaha, that's it. My heart just fills with love for Mother. I am basking in the joy. Mother was always like that. Okay, Mother is always good on every of her child. But for the child to realize that all the different methods are given. So, okay, so it is for us, for our purification, these methods are given. Mother likes everyone equally. Okay. All right, so we will end it up here. Jai Shri Krishna, and we'll meet tomorrow. Haribol. Unmute, just unmute who, okay, I am the one who's doing, okay.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.